Good morning, students. Today is Wednesday, January 20th, 2010, and you're watching LTV Jumpstart.
I'm Hunter Crossett.
I'm Matt Price.
Next up, we've got Jordan Morris with club announcements, Drew Wilson with sports, and Sean Cannon with your local weather. Also, Sarah and Clint have an interesting story about a former teacher at Westside Elementary. Stay tuned, Searcy High. Welcome back. Let's go to the question of the day. Who was the only U.S. president to have the national debt paid in full? A. Bill Clinton, B. Andrew Johnson, C. Ronald Reagan, or D. Andrew Jackson?
The answer will come on later in the show.
Due to the snow day on January 4th, school will be in session on Monday, February 15th, 2010.
Seniors should be checking the Guidance Center regularly, so don't forget to do that.
And now let's go to Jordan with clubs.
Hey Searcy High, I'm Jordan Morris with your Searcy High Club announcements. Key club members interested in ordering t-shirts this year must do so by Friday. Please see Doc for more information. Student Council will meet tomorrow at 7:40 in the library. That's it for clubs. I'm Jordan Morris.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was Jordan with the clubs.
When taking the written driver's test, you should sign the clipboard in Ms. Dave's office. Do not request a transcript. The state requires a formed letter that she completes verifying you are attending full-time and maintaining a C average the previously completed school semester.
Searcy High School will host a financial aid night for the seniors at 6:30 tomorrow evening. All seniors and their parents are encouraged to attend.
Next up, we have Drew Wilson with your Searcy High School Lion Sports.
What's up, Searcy High? Yes, my jacket does match my shirt, and I'm Drew Wilson with your Searcy Lions Sport announcements. The bowling team had a match last Friday in Cabot against Hot Springs Lakeside. The boys team won 13-0 with junior Preston Tarkington scoring 243 and 197. The girls team won 9-4 with sophomore Brittany Bailey scoring 166 and 161. That's it for sports. Now back to Matt and Hunter at the news desk.
Thanks, Drew.
Now here's Sean with your Searcy weather.
I'm Sean Cannon, the weatherman. Let's do some weather. Today on Wednesday, we have a high of 63, a low of 53, a warm day today, as you can tell, with a 50% chance of some thunderstorms today, so be watching out for those. Thursday, another high of 64, a low of 38, still warm with those highs in the mid-60s. Another 50% chance of some precipitation. Friday, we have a high of 61, a low of 45 with a mostly cloudy day. Over here on Saturday, we have a high of 64, a low of 47 with another 40% chance of some precipitation. Again, with the warm, as you can tell, has been moving in this week. Sunday, high of 59, low of 36. Let's go to the almanac. As you can tell, we have a 50% chance of some precipitation today. Today, our high is 63, our average is 48, and our record is 71, set in 1952. As you can tell, our low today is actually higher than our average high. So you can tell that it has definitely been warm today. We have a low of 53, which is actually really high, an average of 28 degrees. As you can tell, there is a big gap between that and our record, a whopping -7, set in 1985. Let's go to the hour by hour. As you can tell, we have a 50% chance of rain starting off right here at 8 a.m. Let me scoot over here. With a 56 degrees you could be looking for. Around noon, we have about 30% chance of precipitation, 61 degrees Fahrenheit you could be looking at. And this afternoon, we have about 62 degrees, warming up just a little bit with only a 30% chance of precipitation. That's all I've got for weather. Let's go back to the news desk.
Here's Sarah and Clint with a story about an interesting lady.
To the unknowing eye, Molly Hernandez looks like any other mother and wife. But after some shocking news in her sophomore year in college, she has been forced to stop driving and teaching at Westside Elementary.
It was only slightly symptomatic at that point, and I thought if I had to deal with problems later, it would be much later in life, like in my 60s. I didn't realize that within 10 years I would be declared legally blind and be having to make the changes that I do now.
In the many areas of Molly's life that has been forced to change since being diagnosed with cone rod dystrophy retinitis pigmentosus syndrome, she has vowed to not let her condition affect one main aspect of her life.
If it affects them, it's not going to be in a negative way. I hope it's in a positive way where they learn to, accept people with disabilities and learn that, we're really not that different. We just do things differently.
Because of the inhibited mobility Molly finds in using a cane, she is working closely with Fidelco to get a guide dog.
When you use a cane, a lot of times it kind of isolates you. People aren't quite as comfortable coming up to you and talking to you when you've got a cane because they're not really sure of how much I do see or how much I don't see, or for whatever reason they're not as comfortable being around people with a cane unless they're already familiar with someone who's vision impaired, and everybody loves a dog. So when you have a dog, someone's going to come up and visit with you.
With all the support she has, her biggest support comes from her husband.
Those 10 o'clock diaper runs, my husband never bats an eye running out and, picking up formula, diaper, whatever we need at the store, things that I feel like I should be doing.
Molly and her husband Guillermo, her biggest supporter, have figured out the biggest lessons in life through Molly's condition.
Just living with her for 10 years, and I have perfect vision, but even though I have perfect vision, it kind of makes me see things in a different way. It makes me focus more on the details of things, but at the same time, it makes me focus on the bigger picture and not something as, whether you like this or is this, whether I like this certain color for my pants or a certain color for my shirt. It's not that things that usually a lot of people put a lot of importance on, not that important anymore when you look at the big picture.
Disability does not mean inability. It just means that people like myself, we do things differently, but we can still accomplish all the same tasks as everyone else can.
Although Molly's condition has thrown many obstacles at her and her family, they haven't lost sight of what's important. For Lion TV Jumpstart, this is Sarah Paxton.
She has a really inspiring story.
I could not do that. I couldn't. Well, now for the question and your answer of the day. Who is the only U.S. president to have a national debt paid in full? And your answer is D, Andrew Jackson.
Well, I believe that's it for this episode of Lion TV Jumpstart.
I'm Hunter Crossett.
And I'm Matt Price.